Hi everyone, welcome to the WLIA Committee Spotlight Series. My name is Kristen Vincent, GIS Manager for the City of De Pere and current WLIA Board Member. Today I'm joined by a special guest, Ann Barrett, who is our Executive Services Manager, and she's here to share not so much about the committee perspective, but how she supports the overall organization and all of the committees that make up the organization. So thanks for being here today.
Thank you. Happy to be here.
Great. To start, can you tell us a little bit about yourself and your background?
Well, sure. I'm originally from Oshkosh, went to the university there, got a degree in geography and international studies, and a business administration minor. And I thought that, later I thought this, it positioned me well to work for WLIA. Like, oh, that makes sense. From there, I started in the hotel business and in convention sales. For Bergstrom Hotels. And did that a few years. Then I went to the Milwaukee Convention and Visitors Bureau. Loved that job. Great city. And while I was there, one of the conferences I worked on was the ERISA conference. So met some of the WLIA folks. And when WLIA and Nancy Von Meyer was looking for an executive services manager, the meeting planners from ERISA said, oh, you should call Ann. I think she does that now. It's like, oh, that would be a great job. So that's how I started with WLA in September of 1993. So almost 32 years. And it's been great. They're a great organization.
Yeah. Great to hear, great to hear. And we definitely appreciate that all you've done for our organization. So for someone who's unfamiliar, what specifically is an Executive Services Manager or an ESM, and what do you do for the association?
Definitely a support position. I do provide a lot of services, like the convention planning is probably one of the biggest aspects of my job. So it's a lot of hotel contract negotiations, and then it's a lot of the detail planning and the setup and making sure everything runs smoothly, registering for annual conference, spring and fall. And then there's a board retreat as well. So finding locations for all of those is kind of fun, but it's also a lot of work. It's a lot of work. And I do have some help, thank goodness. Like we were just talking about, like my husband helps me. He helps me sometimes in negotiating, helps me pack the car, helps me unload it, as do some of my sisters and my niece and some of my friends. So we've been doing that a long time.
Great, that's great.
Other things I do, though, is financials, keep track of where the money is. And I'm sometimes the miserly, watch the budget, everybody. So sometimes if we have to have peanut butter and jelly sandwiches for lunch, that means we're over budget on some other part of it. So also membership database is a big project. I used to work with a database called FileMaker Pro, and we had maybe 500 members. But now that we have 1,300, we went to a different system, and it's keeping us very busy. Thank goodness there's a fabulous amount of volunteers in this association that have helped tremendously. So it's definitely a team effort. It takes a village, and it goes really well.
Great. Yeah, a lot of logistics, a lot of moving pieces.
Definitely.
So you kind of touched on some of the behind-the-scenes aspects of the organization and your job. Do you have any other tidbits you'd like to share someone might not be aware of?
Well, some of the behind the scenes, I do need to keep up on my association management education. So I'm constantly doing that and keeping in touch with fellow association management companies to make sure we've got the cutting edge and all the latest information. American Society of Association Executives in Wisconsin. I was president of that for 1 year. So keeping in touch with them keeps me involved with making sure WLA has all the resources it needs in managing the association and doing everything correctly and legally and appropriately. So,
yeah, great.
behind the scenes, other fun things, like the husband packs the car for every convention. Thank goodness. I've had a friend work with me, Cindy Miller, for 32 years. She has helped with all sorts of different things. And my sister Kim, my sister Beth, my niece Stephanie. It's a great team. So we do a lot, and we'll call it Name Badge Sunday, which is a phenomenal effort of about 6 hours. Every badge lists of speakers, board members, speaker gift list, and then you've got the ribbon list so that everybody knows which board members, speaker exhibitor, sponsors, which sponsor, what kind of sponsor. It's more complicated than you think. And then we do, of course, special meal requests, and we provide tickets, and got to get the right ticket to the right person, and the number of tickets. So there's a lot more than you think. I remember one member at a regional meeting said, "Ann, can I help you put out the badges or something?" And I said, "Sure, that'd be great if you could just lay them out here." And he started to go like this. And he goes, "Oh, I think any monkey could do this." And somebody looks at him next to him and says, "It might be good if you put it in alphabetical order." So that's one little funny story.
Yeah. Like we mentioned before, a lot of logistics, a lot of moving pieces, but then also for us members, when we're checking in at conference registration, you never know. It's so well organized, and it's flawless, and you put a lot of time into that. So I like to hear the background of how you get there. Name Badge Sundays, I like that.
I hope it looks that way, flawless. Hope so.
That's for sure. It for sure does. So in your experience, how has WLIA evolved over time?
Well, it's certainly evolved from the number of members. I think we started with, 300-400, and now we're at 1,300. So the number of people has evolved, and the projects have been such a variety. But what hasn't changed is the enthusiasm and the passion of the members. And there's always some fabulous project that the members are working on, and to the greater good of the industry. And it's just a fabulous thing to watch and to support and help wherever I can. So
great. Why do you think it's valuable to have an organization like WLIA?
Well, it's a real good support system for the industry that we're all in, the land records, geospatial, everything that you need to communicate with each other, collaborate, see what your peers are doing, and see what's out there from all of our exhibitor partners that will help make their job easier.
What is your favorite part about WLIA?
Oh, definitely the members, the camaraderie, the fun. That would be the best part.
Yeah, great. How far back do you think you can remember past presidents?
In order, or
Yes.
anybody? The order would be
either
really
or.
hard.
Yeah.
The order would be hard, but
Anybody.
I can go back to Nancy Von Meyer, who hired me, Dave Fedrosi. Then this is where it gets hard. I think it was Helen Schutten, Mike Hansen, Diane Danielson. I'm just going to keep going because I'm going to skip. I'm going to miss somebody. Alyssa Bales, Ken Pabek, Jason Grunenberg, Roxanne Brown. And then it gets hard. All my middle people, other than, then I think this is too modern, but it's, Jennifer Borlick, Kelly Felton, Jody Helgeson, David Moyer, Eric Damcott, Peter Strand, too soon, Scott Galetka, Justin Connor, 3 Wood County people, Adam Derringer. Now I'm going to go out of order. Zach Nino. Now I'm with company. And then all our recent folks. So that's a tough one. I was practicing that in the car, and I thought, oh, I'm not going to quite get there. But that was fun.
Yeah.
That was a good time.
Oh, that's fascinating. Yeah, we definitely appreciate all you do for the organization, and you definitely
Thank you.
see it evolve over time. So we appreciate you taking the time today to share your perspective and your insights. So thank you.
Absolutely.
Yeah, and if anybody is interested in learning more about WLIA or getting involved, please visit WLIA.org. Thank you.